From RPGs to platformers to brawlers, the following is a list of all types of genres and for all types of players to enjoy. We're taking a look at the 10 best Nintendo Switch games with 4-player co-op. Number 10. Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury. While the Bowser's Fury expansion can only be enjoyed by 2 players at once, the same doesn't apply to 3D World itself. Playing this game with 4 players makes for a fun and chaotic time in every way. There's a healthy level of competition in every stage as players strive to gain power-ups and get the highest score possible. Super Mario 3D World is a simple, fun game that's easy to get into, making it easy to find 4 players who wouldn't mind checking out this masterpiece together. Number 9. Snipper Clips, Cut It Out Together. Snipper Clips is one of the cutest and most endearing Switch games released as a launch title. The fact that players can still enjoy this title to this day is a testament to how much fun this game is when 4 players sit down to play together. While only Party and Blitz modes accommodate 4 players, that's not a negative point in the slightest. If anything, it speaks to the variety of gameplay options Snipper Clips provides, which makes it a lot of fun, no matter how many players sit down to play. Number 8. Diablo III. Diablo IV might be the latest game blowing up RPG charts, but fans are still playing Diablo 3 too. And it's not just Switch fans either who don't have a choice in the matter. Most hardcore Diablo fans bounce around every game available because that is part of the charm of the series. They are infinitely replayable, thanks to the shorter campaigns, bounties of loot, class choices, and so on. It's fun to jump into a campaign with a new friend or 2 to show them the ropes and why this is such an engaging multiplayer experience. Number 7. Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles Remastered Edition. Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles Remastered Edition is a port of the GameCube game that had a unique controller setup. All 4 players had to have a Game Boy Advance and a link cable to play the game. It's one of the few games on the system that required this setup. While expensive, it did make this Final Fantasy spin-off more memorable, along with other games like The Legend of Zelda 4 Swords Adventures. Thankfully, the Switch edition makes it much easier to set up a multiplayer session. Players could create a character from 4 races and quest together with friends in an action RPG that looped around in a cycle. Number 6. Guacamelee II. Guacamelee II is a wrestling-based Metroidvania, or more like a WrestleVania. In the first game, players assume the role of Juan, a simple Mexican peasant who became a mythical wrestler to fight the forces of darkness. That quest continued in the sequel, and players could explore the depths of the underworld alone or with 3 other friends. There are not a lot of Metroidvanias with intense action-heavy mechanics as this game, or ones with extensive multiplayer features. This all adds up to make Guacamelee 2 one of the most unique Metroidvanias of the past decade, and that includes the original one, which also had multiplayer. Number 5. Super Mario Bros. Wonder. Super Mario Bros. Wonder is exactly as the title describes. Wonderful. It's been a long time since the last core side-scrolling Mario game came out via New Super Mario Bros. U in 2012, and that's not even counting the Switch port or the 2 building games. Every level in Super Mario Wonder from first to last is full of surprises. It's fun alone or with 3 other friends along for the bizarre ride. Best of all, the character roster is unexpectedly large for a core Mario game. Number 4. Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3: The Black Order. Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3: The Black Order was a sequel that was a long time coming, and it was a surprise to see the series get revived on Switch exclusively. Like the rest of the series, players could take control of a cavalcade of Marvel heroes, from popular ones like Spider-Man to more obscure ones like Elsa Blackstone. This game was set up a lot more like a loot RPG akin to Diablo 3, but with a more streamlined series of RPG mechanics. It's the ultimate Marvel fan's dream, which is in the title, and is best experienced with 3 other friends. It may not be Marvel Spider-Man 2, but it still packs a mighty wallop on Switch. Number 3. Monster Hunter Rise. Monster Hunter Rise is the latest in the series, and while it didn't change things significantly following Monster Hunter World, it made good on what it started. One of the coolest additions, besides theming the game around a samurai aesthetic, was the inclusion of Palamuts. Palamuts were the dog equivalent to the cat equivalent of Palicos in the previous entries. Both creatures could help in battle if friends didn't join the match, but only Palamuts could be ridden around like horses. Hopefully Palamuts are here to stay, but if they aren't, that just makes Monster Hunter Rise all the more spectacular as a multiplayer game on Switch. Number 2. Rayman Legends. Rayman Legends had an interesting relationship with Nintendo because it began as a Wii U exclusive. It then got other console versions, and so Nintendo fans had to wait it out. And they also lost special features in the process. While the game did have some initial setbacks, Rayman Legends became an instant classic between fans and reviewers. The art style was brilliant, the 4-player platforming worked better than ever before, and the music-based levels were something to behold. Maybe one day Rayman can return to consoles, but for now, this game is more than enough. And number 1, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge. There's a lot of good brawlers on the Switch with 4-player co-op options. There are very few, however, that offer 6-player co-op. which is why Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge was chosen. What better way to end the article than upping the ante to a wild amount of players on screen? Yes, it can be a bit chaotic, but it also adds to the fun. Multiplayer aside, this game is a great spiritual sequel to TMNT games of the 90s, like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Turtles in Time. Plus, the game just got DLC and added new levels, modes, and characters like Yojimbo, the samurai rabbit from the comics. And there you have it. Those are the 10 best Nintendo Switch games with 4-player co-op. I don't know about you, but I think I need to reach out to some friends and reach out to my Switch. If you enjoyed the video, keep clicking around here at Game Rant. We're always putting out more lists, more features, more videos, so stick with us, and I hope you have yourself a good day.